I want to come to you, Ankit Tyagi, first on the ground, because give us a sense of the mahal on the ground. The Prime Minister has spoken, Rahul Gandhi has spoken. What's the sense? What's the issue at the moment on the ground that is capturing the imagination of the people of Bihar?
Well, Rajdeep, the first rally of the Prime Minister today was in Sasaram. In fact, we were there at the rally. A lot of support for the Prime Minister, but I cannot say the same for the Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar. And that is something that you will also find, messing up the equation for the NDA on the ground. Like in Sasaram, which is a bastion for the Bharatiya Janata Party, this time the seat has gone to the JDU. The JDU candidate is not pulling in all the votes from the NDA because the BJP former MLA is fighting the election from an LJP ticket. That has confused the voters, and a lot of people were expecting that the Prime Minister possibly will give a very clear signal as far as Chirag Paswan and the LJP is concerned. The Prime Minister started his speech with giving his homage to his tributes to, in fact, Ramvilas Paswan, which has possibly once again confused the voter more on the ground. One thing I also want to tell you, Rajdeep, that, Galwan and everything else, people were listening and clapping. But even at the rally, most of them said, we still trust the Prime Minister to deliver on jobs, on infrastructure. They don't have the same trust on Nitish Kumar. Employment, infrastructure, education remains the top issue, not Kashmir, not 370.
Very interesting what you're saying, the differentiation that the voter is making between Prime Minister Modi and Nitish Kumar. Nupur Sharma, why don't you take that? The sense is the Prime Minister is now trying to prop up Nitish Kumar. Nitish is the kamzor kadi. There is anger, fatigue, dissatisfaction after 15 years. The Prime Minister is in a sense trying to offset the damage that may be done to the to the NDA because of Nitish Kumar as Chief Minister. How do you respond that the focus is now on Nitish Kumar, and how do you save him, and can the Prime Minister do that?
I think polls which have actually given a heads up to the NDA to rule in Bihar yet again. Now, as far as the population of Bihar is concerned, they're very smart, they know where to vote. And I'm sure that they are going to, as our Home Minister said, that we are likely to get a 2/3 majority in Bihar, and that's exactly where we are headed. However, at the same time, it's a bit rich that the person who's talking about employment and Sarkari employment no less is somebody who is, whether he is metric pass or fail is a big question mark. And secondly, once infamously got a job in a cricket team thanks to his father's recommendation, but could only distribute water bottles. So I think, it's a bit rich when you don't even eulogize your own legacy. I believe there are no posters with Lalu or Rabri on Mahagathbandhan posters in Bihar. And I don't know on what basis are they talking, because I can give you a statistic. In the 15 years of RJD, they only created around 97,000 employment. But in the 15 years of Nitish, they created, as in the NDA created, around 6 lakh jobs. At the same time, for a state, because I went to Bihar in 2015 elections, I was there for 12 days in a village. For a state which was earlier thought to be a state without any electricity, today has 22 to 24 hours electricity, 100% everywhere, including in villages. For a state which had no road connectivity, roughly around 30 to 34%, today has 96% road connectivity. And I think today we have seen how medical colleges have come up, 7 are almost complete. Another 4 are going to be complete, and we have already ensured that 9 colleges are up.
Are you appealing though for votes on Nitish Kumar's track record or on Prime Minister Modi? Let's get it clear. When Mr. Modi goes on the field, Nupur Sharma, is the focus on brand Modi? Is brand Modi propping up Nitish Kumar? I want a direct answer to that.
I will give you a direct answer. We are in coalition. Are we any different? It's the NDA coalition fighting elections. At least we are not asking votes on Jat, Dharam and all that Tushti-karan wali Rajniti. We are asking for votes on Vikas. The work that we've done to pull out Bihar from a Bimaru state today has the highest GDP growth rate.